Jeff Bezos. The first centi-billionaire on the Forbes Wealth Index, Jeff has been the world's richest person since 2017 and was named the richest man in modern history, with an increased net worth of $189.2 billion as of July 2020. He is so far the best American internet entrepreneur, industrialist, media proprietor, and investor. He is best known as the founder, CEO, and president of the multinational technology company Amazon, a company that he founded in 1994 in a garage that turned to be the world's most profitable company and made him tremendously rich. Despite the rise and fall of Amazon, Jeff did not give up until when he has gained the title of the richest man in history. He started the Amazon after 10 years from Princeton University with a degree in electrical engineering and computer science. Jeff made a plan of starting an online bookstore after resigning from his job at D.E. Shaw. The company that started as an online bookstore was then expanded to a wide variety of other e-commerce products and services, including video and audio streaming, cloud computing, and artificial intelligence, making Amazon the world's largest online sales company, the largest internet company by revenue, and the world's largest provider of virtual assistants and cloud infrastructure services through its Amazon Web Services branch. Jeff starting the company was not easy, though he had a good job that would pay him well. He could not raise investments for his dream company. Therefore, in 1994, Jeff accepted an estimated $300,000 from his parents and invested in Amazon. In 1997, Jeff became a millionaire after raising $54 million through Amazon's initial public offering. Still in 1997, he invested $54 million, almost all the profit for 3 years into the company, to enable the company grow bigger. In 1998, Jeff diversified into the online sale of music and video, and by the end of the year, he had expanded the company's products to include a variety of other consumer goods. Still in 1998, he was one of the first shareholders in Google when he invested $250,000. That $250,000 investment resulted in 3.3 million shares of Google stock and worth about $3.1 billion in 2017, which might have expanded the more as of 2020. In September 2000, Jeff founded Blue Origin, a human spaceflight startup company, which was Jeff's longtime interest when he was 18, to develop hotels, amusement parks, and colonies for human beings who were in orbit. Still in 2000, Jeff borrowed $2 billion from banks. In 2002, Jeff led Amazon to launch Amazon Web Services, which compiled data from weather channels and website traffic. In late 2002, Amazon nearly went bankrupt, of course. You imagine how much interest in a loan of $2 billion, but however companies running bankrupt, was attributed to rapid spending of Amazon, which caused its financial distress when revenues stagnated. After the company nearly went bankrupt, he closed distribution centers and laid off 14% of the Amazon workforce. In 2003, Amazon rebounded from financial instability and turned a profit of $400 million. In November 2007, Jeff launched the Amazon Kindle. In 2008, Jeff wished to create a device that allowed a flow state in reading similar to the experience of video games. On August 2013, Jeff announced his purchase of the Washington Post for $250 million in cash. Still in 2013, Jeff secured a $600 million contract with the Central Intelligence Agency on behalf of Amazon Web Services. In October of that same year, Amazon was recognized as the largest online shopping retailer in the world. In May 2016, Jeff sold slightly more than 1 million shares of his holdings in the company for $671 million, the largest sum he had ever raised from selling some of his Amazon stock. On August 4, 2016, Jeff sold another millions of his shares for $756.7 million. On July 2017, Jeff momentarily became the world's wealthiest person over Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates when his estimated net worth increased to just over $90 billion. His wealth surpassed $100 billion for the first time on November the same year, and he was formally designated the wealthiest person. On February 1, 2018, Amazon reported its highest ever profit with quarterly earnings of $2 billion. Due to the growth of Alibaba in China and the surrounding countries, Jeff expanded Amazon into India. In 2018, US President Donald Trump accused Amazon, specifically of sales tax avoidance, misusing postal routes, and anti-competitive business practices. Amazon's share price fell by 9% in response to the president's negative comments. This reduced Jeff's personal wealth, with the highest decrease of $10.7 billion at the moment. Weeks later, Jeff recouped his losses when academic reports out of Stanford University indicated that Trump could do little to regulate Amazon in any meaningful way. In 2019, Jeff's wealth was reduced by his divorce from his wife Mackenzie Bezos. Jeff's wealth could have been equitably divided with his ex-wife. However, she eventually received 25% of Jeff's Amazon shares, valued at approximately $36 billion, making her the third richest woman in the world. Jeff retained his interest in the Washington Post and Blue Origin, as well as voting control of the shares received by his ex-wife. In June 2019, Jeff purchased 3 adjoining apartments overlooking Madison Square Park in Manhattan, including a penthouse, for a combined total of $80 million, making this one of the most expensive real estate purchases within New York City in 2019. In February 2020, Jeff purchased the Warner estate from David Geffen for $165 million, a record price paid for a residence in the Los Angeles area. The previous record high price of $150 million was paid by Lachlan Murdoch. During the pandemic, it was reported that Jeff's fortune had grown by $24 billion, citing a surge in demand from households on lockdown shopping on Amazon. From the book called Fluid Concepts and Creative Analogies, Computer Models of the Fundamental Mechanisms of Thought by Douglas Hofstadter, the first ever book sold on Amazon, to now popular and famous Alexa TV remote, Alexa Echo Dot smart speaker, Fujifilm Instax mini film, Fujifilm Instax camera, Instant Pot, Donkey Kong Nintendo Switch game, all these show that Amazon has really come from far. With the increased demand of home product and households from as small as toilet paper, diapers, baby wipes, Blu-rays and DVDs, to important products like medicines, shows that Amazon is really making money, much more money. With all that revenue got from Amazon, it is estimated that by the end of 2020 Jeff will have passed a net worth of $200 billion. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you are in need of any product mentioned in the video, links are in the description. Enjoy your shopping. Not forgetting, it's our behavior to provide a piece of motivation from the rich. And this time this one takes the credit.
Billionaire Jeff Bezos. Now, I've heard a lot about your desk.
It's a door with 4x4s.
Come on.
What?
I mean, you can afford a better desk than that.
It's a symbol of spending money on things that matter to customers and not spending money on things that don't.
And you don't need clean carpets.